Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to cover over some weekly reminders on things that are going to be expiring coming up on Tuesday night. Now, we do not have a maintenance coming up on Tuesday night, but things still will expire. Some pretty important things are going to be going away actually. So we want to make sure that you don't miss out on it, like the mission pass and seasonal points and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. So a very important trade shop is going to be going away. The seasonal point shop is going to be ending. So make sure that you come to Zandy, make sure that you've traded in any of your last minute seasonal points that you want to. Now, whenever it comes to trading in for Zandy here, of course, she has some really important like limited time things. Make sure you get all of that stuff. Now, once it comes to the end, whenever you have just like an abundance of points, don't waste it on some of this junk that's in here, like some of these junk capsules and stuff that you probably have thousands of. Instead, you'll want to make sure that you purchase grinders. And the reason that you would do that is you can NPC these stacks of grinders for 40,000 Masada each. Now, whenever you go to purchase these, if I was to purchase this real quick and you go to purchase it, I can't actually purchase another set because it's like went to my inventory, right? But if you go up to the very top up here, you can actually choose this drop box and you can choose default storage as where you would purchase to. And then you can go through and you can actually like purchase like stacks and stacks of grinders to your storage. And you can just do this over and over to use through all your seasonal points. It's a really good way to just get rid of extra seasonal points and like get some nice little extra Masada from the extra seasonal points that you might have laying around. And then at the end, once you have all your grinders purchased the storage, you can just go through and just mass highlight them, and then you can sell them to the NPC. Like you can see, I can just go through here and just highlight all of these and do like a one-click thing to where I'm just gonna like convert them all into Masada. You can see I got like 520,000 Masada there just from doing that. It was pretty fast. Nice little extra chunk of Masada that we got from doing that. Now as well, also something else you want to check at ZND is you want to go to her part right here where it says exchange end grinders. There was actually some like limited time things in here that you could trade in end grinders for, different like class cubes and some card scratch vouchers in case if you didn't get those. I need to actually still trade in for these NGS cubes myself, these like class cubes. Now something else the Andy has too is that the recycle items here, you can actually turn in like this is like a part where you can turn in like SG recycle badges, and you can get all these different like emotes here for like vocal performance and stuff. Some of these could actually be sold on the player markets too, and they're actually pretty expensive if you was to want to sell these, or if you just like some of them you might want to use. I actually have previews of all of these emotes on my channel if you want to see what they all do and everything. They're actually pretty nice little dances and stuff. There's some other stuff in here that you might want to check out too, but I would say one of the big things that everyone's going to really like is going to be these emotes here. Some of these are really hard to get a hold of since they're account bound. You can't normally purchase these. Usually in the past they've came with like AC scratch bonus things that cost like $100 or something. So it's really nice to have these here in the shop to trade in for. A really important thing that's going to be changing coming up on Tuesday night is we're going to be having another mission pass coming in. So apparently NGS season 40 is the one that's here right now. So we'll be getting NGS season 41. Now saying that, this is going to be your last chance to progress any of these tiers that you have. If you haven't been progressing them, you can always come up here to the top left where it says purchase tier, and you can purchase tiers for 25 star gems per tier in case there's like a reward here that you want to get a hold of. On tiers 26 in particular, there's actually a really nice motion that was inside of here. These black wings here, you can see like in the little preview window. That's a really nice item I think a lot of people would like to get. And also on tier 25, of course, had this little like heart pendant locket choker kind of thing. So just go through the mission pass, make sure that you've gotten everything that you want to before it's gone. Now you also want to come up here to the very top left where it says previous season, and you can actually still claim things from the previous season. Even though you can't progress the tiers from these any further, you can still claim your stuff. So you can see here, I still have loads of my items I haven't actually claimed yet. So this is a good reminder for me too. I can actually go through here and still claim all these things that I didn't claim from the previous one. So if I don't claim this before Tuesday night, I'm just going to miss out on all this stuff. So make sure that you go in there and check this. Make sure that you also check the current season to see if you're like far enough along to where you get everything that you want to from it. And we will have the new mission pass coming in on Tuesday night, which should have some pretty nice little goodies coming in too. The Super Genesis Festival 24 SP Scratch will be coming to an end as well, so if you have any tickets left over and you haven't used them yet, make sure that you use your scratch tickets. And if you have the selector ticket, of course, make sure that you use the selector ticket too. And if you went through here, there's like some pretty cool camos in here and stuff. If you got a hold of all the camos and different things in here that you want to, I would say the best thing to use your selector ticket of course, would be down here at the bottom. You want to get a hold of the 100 star gems thing here. This is always a good choice. Now, we do have a couple of revival AC scratches that will be coming to an end too. So this is going to be the hairstyle revival January 25, and as well also the rewind collection February 25. Both of these here are going to be going away. So if you've been scratching on either one of these, make sure you use selector tickets so you can pick any prize that you want to. It's a good idea just to go through them and just check while the prices are still like decent. In the player market, you might want to pick up something while it's still a decent price right now, because usually these revives bring the price of everything down, and after this stuff's gone, it's probably going to go back up in price quite a bit. So definitely a good idea to check it out before it's too late. So I'm sure after all these AC Scratch collabs going on, a lot of you are probably going to be considering purchasing AC. Now, who doesn't like getting cheaper AC? I know I sure do. Now, if you wasn't aware, whenever you purchase AC on the Epic Game Store, you actually get like a cashback Epic Rewards kind of thing. What this is, it's kind of like a gift card currency. They give you back like a certain percentage whenever you make purchases, and you can use that from your Epic Game Rewards. You can use that for other future purchases, which in turn would turn into like cheaper AC or just any other thing that you want to purchase on Epic Games. You can actually do that. Now, I'm an Epic Games partner, so if you do purchase things on the Epic Games Store launcher, you can use my creator code THUNDATHIGHS. You should see that on the screen here. Now, anytime that you make purchases on Epic Games for AC or even other games like Fortnite and so forth, you can use this code, and it'll be a way that you can support me. So thanks a lot for the support if you decide to do so. Well, let's go ahead and discuss tasks real quick. So we do have a lot of limited time tasks that you want to make sure that you knock out. There's a lot of PSO2 day ones currently. PSO2 day for the month of February is like super buffed. It's like an ultra PSO2 day like special thing that's going on. So make sure that you clear out all your tasks for that. If you haven't yet, those will be expiring coming up on Tuesday night. And also make sure that you hit your weekly Dark Falls Dalliance impression if you haven't done so yet. But for the 20 star gems, make sure you go do a run of that too. So the Arks record ranking for this week is the Central Kavaris Dash Stage 1. So if you was to open up your world map, you can find it over here in Central Kavaris via this river right here on the screen, the Mr. Woods South. So make sure you go over there and do one run of that before reset. Now also don't forget about going back to base PSO2. You want to make sure that you hit the Buster Medal exchange for your 100 star gems from the weekly trade there. And you also want to go to the casino and make sure that you trade them for your casino star gems there too. Now those casino star gems, remember, you can do per week on each ship. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock out our static weekly trades that are going to repeat every week. So first up, we're going to come to the NPC Architect at the beginning of Central City, and you want to trade in your Genesis points here. Make sure that you trade in for her master fragments that she has here. This is one of the most important trades. There's other things that she has here in the trades that you might want to get a hold of too, but that's going to be one of the most important one is going to be for the master fragments. Now, I also want to mention her trades here are like weekly and monthly, but she actually has the monthly trades are going to be resetting soon. So if you haven't gotten a hold of all these different materials and stuff in here, it's really cheap Genesis points to get all this stuff. So it's a good idea to pick it all up. I haven't actually grabbed this myself, so I'm just grabbing up all these materials here real quick while I'm doing the shout out for you all. So next we're going to go to the first shop on the left in Central City, the item trader Travis. Up at the very top, we're going to hit the item recycle up here, and you want to make sure that you trade in for your end rare drop rate 100%. You get 10 of these a week. Also, the add preset skill level 1, you get 3 of these a week. Also, you want to trade in for your alpha reactors, your star gems, and your Genesis points here too. As well, go to item exchange, and towards the bottom down here, make sure that you trade in for your N augmentation success rate 10%. You get 3 of these a week. Also, you'll want to go to Arks record badge exchange, and you want to make sure that you trade in for your weekly star gems here. Also, you'll want to go to item exchange Stia, and towards the middle of the listing here is a good idea to pick up maybe the arms refiners or the NEX cubes or the class cubes that are in here in case if you need some of these. Also, you want to go to the Aegis Integrity exchange, and towards the bottom down here, you want to trade in for the different Aegis souls and Dominas down here. Now, these actually make Hal Finale, which in turn can make Lux Hal Finale or Magus Hal Finale if you want to make the new one that just came out into the game. It's some of the most powerful augments in the game still. Also, you want to go to Giga Strugman exchange and make sure that you trade in for down towards the bottom down here. There's actually like camos that you can trade in for, but it's also a good idea to trade in for these Gigantic Smite Precision and Technique capsules here too. They can sell for pretty decent money. Also, you want to go to the Growthman exchange and trade in for the different TA customization discs inside of here. And as well, you also want to go to the Dread Scale exchange and trade in for your 1 TA customization disc Omni right here too. Now, lastly, we're going to go up under the Tower of Central City here to Alliance Activity Support NPC Tim. Tim has Alliance tasks, and if you've been doing those, you're getting Alliance badges. You want to use those for the Genesis points trade here, also the Star Gems. And you might want to pick up some of these triggers here too. Gale Griffin and the Dark Falls Interception in particular are usually pretty good choices. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.